obsessed with this lipstick color, but all I think about is, do I have lipstick on my teeth? Hey everybody, it's Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Definitely leave it down below. I hope your weekend is going great. If you're enjoying this hair look, it's brought to you by the wind. It is so windy here today, and we had the cutest little St. Patty's Day parade that we went to, so it was worth it, but it was quite windy, so my hair is kind of riding the struggle bus today. Oh my goodness, has my scent preference changed with the season? I went from give me all the in-your-face, sweet, gourmand, sexy, truly just like powerhouse, to I'm ready for spring, we're getting sunshine, bring on the spring fragrances. That's where I'm at right now for sure. Literally, my nose has just done like a 180. So if you love fragrance content, beauty content, and a little bit of lifestyle content sprinkled on in, then make sure you click that subscribe button, join the fam, you won't regret it, okay? Okay, please do so, I would be so excited. Now I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna talk about spring fragrance. So if you wanna do that, just stay tuned. If you're new here, I love coffee. It is like one of my favorite things in the world. It's like my treat, getting to go to the coffee shop, love it. Caffeine doesn't love me. It really can up my anxiety levels. So I typically do half calf or decaf, depending. Swiss water processed is the way to go with decaf. So if I can find a good coffee shop that offers that, I'm ordering decaf. But today I did full calf, so I'm feeling a little crazy. All right, so yes, back to what this video is really about. Spring fragrances. You guys, I have quite the large lineup here. I cannot lie. I was like, really, you need to whittle it down, but there was just so many calling my name that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I'm like, you know what? We're going large and in charge. Whatever. Let's talk about it. Okay, one that I was really on the fence about adding. I do want to throw that out. Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. Here's the thing. This thing is like a mood ring, okay? It can be one way one day, another way the next day, and it's just hard for me to get a real read on her all the time and what she's about. But like today, I gave her a sniff and I'm like, oh, she's good. Depending on the weather, big time. And I feel like maybe on the humidity level, this changes up. Yum Pistachio Gelato is what it says. And Kayali, thank you for putting the notes on the bottle. We love that. Pistachio Gelato, hazelnut, sweet cream. Excuse me, I'm thinking Starbucks here. Sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. And it is a bit decadent because you get those gourmand vibes in there. I get a lot of the spice, and that's why I was like, ooh, is she springy? Because in certain weather, all I get is the spice. I believe there's cardamom in here, or maybe it's just the spice in the rum I'm picking up, but some days she's super duper spicy where I'm like, ooh, not today, but today it is warmish, depending on where you're from. If you're from Florida, you're like 60 is not warm. Here, this time of year, 60 feels like summertime. It's sunny, but then like the clouds go over and the sun goes away, so we're kind of playing in between gloomy and sunny today. And today, on this very spring-like day, I'm getting the spice with a whole lot of powdery freshness. That's why some people don't like this. This does go quite fresh. It is not your typical gourmand at all. You get the gourmand, but you get a lot of fresh in there. And I don't know exactly what does that. It's intriguing because when you read the notes, you're like, where's this freshness come from? I think there's also bergamot in here, and that can definitely help with freshness. Today, I'm getting a super creamy, very powdery, like the powder on the outside of a marshmallow, not baby powder, and soft, beautiful spices. On a day like today, she's perfect for spring. This is one that I say proceed with caution. Get yourself a tester or buy the travel size. Be cautious going for the big because she isn't for everybody. I will say that. But on a day like today, this is so pretty for spring. To me, this is very Eastery. Like you're in a cute little frilly dress. Maybe you have ruffle sleeves. There's like a floral embellishments on there. This would be perfect. This is Easter. It is the Easter candy in the basket with the little paper thingies. I don't know what that is that you stuff in the basket. that are little paper, you know what I mean. That is Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. One that I have truly fallen back in love with because I've been using her a lot. I'm trying to use this up. I am so close. I have a few sprays left, just a few. This is Si Passione by Armani. My husband gifted this to me years ago, okay? Years ago. Probably 7, 8 years ago. It's been a while. She's still beautiful. This is a little sweet and a fruity scent, but not the type of fruitiness where you're like, oh, it's peach, it's strawberry, it's whatever. It's just that sweet, kind of juicy, fruity, definitely powdery. Definitely some soft florals in there that are really bringing out that spring vibe. She's just sweet enough that she's delicate and feminine, but she's not gourmand. She's not sickly sweet. This is definitely a pretty freshie that is so feminine and also very classy. This is one that I think is great for wearing to work because you're not going to offend anybody. It's very likable, but it's very classy as well. It feels a bit sophisticated, like you could put it on wearing it to work and you're not like teeny bopper, you're not flirty, you're just pretty approachable and a little bit elegant. Si Passione really is beautiful and perfect for this time of year. This is giving Mother of the Bride. This is also giving Easter to me, but this is not the Easter basket, okay? This is not the candy, the gourmand. This is just like, we're gonna have a nice day. We're gonna go to church, wear our Sunday's best, and then we're gonna get together for a beautiful family lunch that has the real plates, okay? Not paper plates, we're talking real plates this Easter. So that is Si Passione. The next one is kind of a weird one in my collection. This is not my typical at all. This is Phlur, Not Your Baby. One, I love the price range for Phlur. They're definitely, I feel like, a more affordable option at Sephora. I love that they're a clean brand. I love their marketing. I definitely want to give some of their newer ones a sniff. Can't wait to do so. This is very different in my collection because I love the gourmand, the sweet, the flirty, the in your face. This is very soft, delicate, comforting even. It's honestly, there's something about it that is just like soft and comforting. You almost feel a bit relaxed when you smell it. There's some soft spice in here. You've got bergamot, which I think is giving that bit of freshness. There is a flower that I don't see a lot in fragrances, and that is mimosa. It's a yellow floral. There's vanilla, tonka bean, violet. I definitely get a lot of that violet because it is soft powdery and more in the baby powder scent than I normally go. But there is something in here that is so likable and comforting. To me, this is a great one for sitting on the couch, snuggled up on a spring evening. You have the door open, there's fresh air flowing through, and you're just in like a jeans and a t-shirt. You want to be comfortable. You're at home, you're at ease. But this is one that I feel like honestly could suit several occasions. I get a very relaxed vibe, but I don't think this would play weird at all. If you're a little bit more dressed up, this to me would not be like Mother of the Bride or wedding to me. This could be pretty blouse, nice pair of jeans, cute shoes, but I wouldn't go more elegant than that for this. I just get this very relaxing, comforting. I think the Not Your Baby part, maybe it does kind of take me back to like snuggled up with my kiddo and the smell of her like after a good bath, and we put on the baby lotion and we're all snuggled up on the couch. I don't know if that's where it's taking me, but there's something so likable about this. And the fact that it does have that soft floral, the little bit of freshness, the little powdery vibe in here. This one is beautiful in spring. This one is understated. It is not a powerhouse at all. To me, winter, harsh, cold air would totally downplay this, take away its little bit of oomph that it has. I don't know why, I just like her, and this is probably the hardest fragrance for me to describe in my collection. If you get to Sephora, get your nose on it and let me know your thoughts. Have you smelled this? What do you get? What outfit do you wear it with? I definitely want to know. That is Phlur, Not Your Baby. I think it's great for spring. One that is getting so talked about that is brand new to the market. Cosmic by Kylie. You guys, I am so far from a Jenner or Kardashian fan. Like, I don't hate them or anything like that. I I don't love their online persona. It's not my cup of tea. You might be like, then why did you buy her perfume? Because there was a 40% off coupon online and I couldn't resist. My nose had to know what this smelled like and my Ulta didn't have it yet. And I did like a lot of the Kim Kardashian scents that came out. Like, I just like fragrance, you know? So I was like, for 40% off, I've got to do it. I really do like this. And I will say, when I first saw some images of what the bottle was going to look like online, I was like, ooh, I don't like that at all. But actually in hand, with the type of glass and the round cap with the metal touches, I do think it's kind of pretty and elegant. Some people I've heard are calling it the potato, and I do kind of get what they're saying, but I think it's quite prettier than a potato. Honestly, a lot of vanilla, which makes me so happy. It's very vanilla, it is very musky, soft floral for sure. Maybe even just the slightest bit of powder, not super baby powder and not even super like powder on the outside of the marshmallow. This is like if you had a vanilla musk fragrance and you just took a little dusting of powdered sugar over the top, like just barely. I get a lot of the vanilla, a lot of musky vanilla, which I really like and which is like calling my name this time of year. Because of the florals, it is a bit fresh, which I'm enjoying this spring. In the air, like when I first spray this, my daughter's been obsessed with it, so we're spraying it a lot. When I first spray it, in the air, it is so intoxicating. It really plays beautifully in the air, like amazing, honestly. Applied on clothes and skin, it's not as great to me. And I don't know how that is, honestly. It's probably one of the first fragrances I've really experienced that with. Usually what I get in the air is what I get on clothes and skin. It's still pretty, it's still very likable, feminine, approachable, but it's much prettier in the air than it is applied, to me at least. It's pretty generic, it's not groundbreaking by any means. I'm sure there's many other fragrances out there that are similar to this. I'm just happy that I get a lot of that vanilla and musk because I'm just a sucker for all things vanilla. I'm in my vanilla era. If it's got vanilla, I'm probably gonna like it. She's soft, she's sweet, she's approachable. To me, again, this is dress with ruffled sleeves, a little flower pattern along the hem of the skirt, maybe a little satiny dress that is a soft pink or a mint green. Like, this is springy to me for sure. I think you could definitely still wear this in summer, but I do think this is very much a spring fragrance. Right time of year to launch it. That was very smart. I think this is one that everybody's going to like, but people are going to love to hate on because it is Kylie Jenner. If you are not someone who wants to smell like everybody else, then don't do this one because it is quite generic. But honestly, she's very pretty. She's very approachable. The longevity is not great, so I wouldn't pay full price for this. That is my big word of warning. Honestly, to me, this performs much like a body spray. It stays pretty close to the skin and I could definitely reapply it twice, if not 3 times in the day. But she's pretty, she's likable, and for 40% off, I don't regret her. That is Kylie Jenner Cosmic. This next one is brand new to me as of today. It is my first day wearing it, so I'm just going to do a quick mention. I finally reached for my Scentbird's Kyoto in Bloom sample, and I really enjoy it. I think it works for springtime. This has some interesting notes according to Grande. It's got pineapple, whipped cream, citruses, green notes. I think green notes work beautifully in the springtime. It's just warming up. There's sunshine, there's iris, florals, vanilla, amber, patchouli, sandalwood, musk, and tonka bean. That musk keeps things light and uplifted, as well as those greens and citruses. To me, this is a bit more on the sophisticated side. This is someone who works at a college, a professor who wears a blazer every day. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. She's the professor that is approachable, but she holds her ground and people don't mess with her. This is not playful. This is not Eastery to me. This is a little bit more businessy, sophisticated, but still very springtime because of that bright and green and uplifted vibe I'm getting from the citruses. The vanilla in there is not really vanilla forward to me. To me, it just makes it a bit soft and keeps everything kind of blended together. Honestly, really enjoying it. Would I buy a full bottle? Probably not. I've mentioned this before. The whole reason I grabbed it is because my brother lived and passed in Kyoto, so I saw the name Kyoto in Bloom and was like, I have to have it. So that is Kyoto in Bloom by Glasshouse. There is my toddler saying that she is so wonderful. Honey, you are so wonderful. You want to come say hi? What? Hi. Oh, no, we can't play with these right now. Mommy's making a video.
I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see a video.
Come here. Here, right here. Look up here. See? You see yourself? Look up there. Say I have a blue face from Suckers.
I'm a blue face for seconds.
Do you like Mommy's perfumes?
You got this perfume?
Yep, these are all Mommy's perfumes.
I like all of these perfumes.
You like all of them?
Is this one?
Yep, these are all Mommy's. Messy face.
Got messy face with this one. This one looks a beaver. And I'm going to wear this.
You're going to wear that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to sit for my shirt.
Okay.
Like you.
Okay, good job. You did it. Good job. Nice work. Can you put the cap back on? You smell pretty. All right, honey. Mommy's going to finish her video. Have fun with Daddy. I'll miss you.
I miss you too, Mom.
I'm not kidding when I say I have a little 3-year-old fragrance addict. This video might have to be 2 parts. Next up is one that I was gifted by Influencer, which is so exciting. Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs Paradise. This is one that I don't pick up as much as I should, but I have a feeling this spring I'm finally going to because like I said, my nose has really changed. This one to me is a creamy, earthy violet iris. There's a bit of an earthiness that really grounds this. And I don't usually like earthy fragrances, but something about this is actually very nice. I think there might be a whipped cream note in here that makes it a bit creamy. Like I do get a very creamy vibe. It's like a green, bright creaminess, which I actually really like. This one to me is very much April. It is the month of April. It's like a fresh rain, so you get that earthy smell in the air, but the sun has come out and it's warming everything up and it's drying everything out. And the sun is shining. The breeze is beautiful. That is this fragrance. And like I said, I just don't reach for it, but I really think I'm going to because my nose is so drawn to these right now. Definitely musky, airy. I think this is one that will play very beautifully in the air around you. It's not going to have a big scent bubble. It's not super strong, but when people do catch that whiff, they're going to be like, oh, you smell really nice and really lovely. That's what I think of with spring fragrances is like lovely, but that earthiness keeps it nice and grounded. I honestly really want to wear this now. I really like this one. This is Daisy Love, Marc Jacobs Paradise. Honestly, one of my favorites in my collection that is so affordable and I recommend it to people all the time. This is Johan B. Deliss Ncree. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ncree. This is spring, Easter, happiness in a bottle. This is ultra powdery. In the powdered sugar scents, not baby powder. There is an Italian cookie note in here, and truly, like, I get that. It is a sweet baked dessert, but like a dry baked good that definitely has a powdered sugar coating on the outside. You get a lot of sweetness, a lot of vanilla, but the amount of powder in here keeps this from going sickly sweet. It's not syrupy, it's not dense, it's very light and powdery. It's not airy. I like to think of airy fragrances like Baccarat. I think of them as like a crystal, like you're seeing through it. This to me is very powdery. This is like a baked good with a whole lot of powdered sugar, but springtime. Honestly, now that I'm smelling it, after just smelling Yum Pistachio, these have so much in common. I'm floored right now. These are almost the exact same. This is a Yum Pistachio Gelato without the nuttiness or without the in-your-face spice. I believe there's some spice in here. I get like just a sprinkle of spice, but it's just like 1/4 of a teaspoon. It's just enough in there to kind of give it a little extra zhuzh, but it's not spicy like Yum Pistachio. So much, I'm literally floored right now. I can't believe how much they smell alike. If you smelled Yum Pistachio and you're like, ooh, too nutty for me, too spicy, but I love the powdery freshness in there and the sweetness, you have to try out Deliss Ncree, you guys. I just discovered something here. They're so similar, and I've always really loved her, and you can get it for like $35 online. So affordable, and the bottle is elegant, it's elevated, it's heavy. Like, this is an experience on a budget, which is right up my alley. That is Johan B. Deliss Ncree. Don't come after me, fragrance lovers, when I say Mugler fragrances are hard for me, you guys. Like, the bottles are so beautiful. I want to love them so much, but I just don't. I haven't found many that I love. I like the newer launches of Alien Goddess because of that coconutty vibe in there, but I know those are kind of a few steps away from the real Mugler fragrances. They were bought out. But this one. This is Aura. Hello Zelda vibes. Love that. 90s child coming out, loving the idea of a fragrance bottle that reminds me of Zelda. It's like one of the gems you were catching in the game. I had Alien Fusion and there was just something about it that I just couldn't vibe with. The bottle, love, but the fragrance, ugh. And I don't reach for this one as much as I should, but this is beautiful. It's not going anywhere. This is definitely floral. I'm thinking tuberose. It's a rich floral. There's a greenness in here that makes it kind of refreshing in a way, like refreshing in the background. It's not a super juicy, refreshing fragrance, but there's just this really nice, refreshing vibe in the background behind the florals. There is a lot of sweetness where this is almost syrupy, but that greenness keeps it from going stomach turning. And I believe there's an interesting note of cinnamon leaf in here, and I really get that greenness, but then I get the warmth and spice of cinnamon, but it's not spicy, if that makes sense. Like just the ever so softest bit of cinnamon in there that just kind of warms it up, tickles your nose in just the right way. This is just honestly beautiful. It all blends together to make this really beautiful feminine fragrance. This is truly what I would put in the beautiful category for spring. Saying spring bride. If you have a spring wedding, give this a sniff because there's something about this. It's elegant, it's beautiful, it's feminine, it's a little different and intriguing. I don't think this smells like every other fragrance out there. This is honestly, this is a stunner to me. This is done so well that I'm like, why don't I reach for this all the time? Probably because I just have too many fragrances. This is just beautiful. A beautiful, well blended, smooth fragrance, truly blended to perfection. That is Mugler Aura. I never know if I'm saying that right. One that is truly an easy love for me, Mod Vanilla by Ariana Grande. I love this fragrance. I feel like some people don't, so maybe this isn't for everybody, but to me this is ultra likable. If you love vanilla, I don't know how you couldn't like this. This is rich, musky vanilla. I mean, really, I love this. Like, this is one of those fragrances that just makes me feel happy. To me, this is like the most yummy, edible vanilla that still stays a little bit perfumey because of the musk, a bit of freshness in there, a bit of brightness. I feel like there's bergamot in here, but I don't want to be wrong. I was wrong. There's not bergamot. I think the little bit of bright freshness I'm getting is actually from orris root. I love the note of orris root. I believe orris root is actually the root of violet or iris, one of those. To me, this is what vanilla spring dreams are made of. It's musky, it's bright, but it's so creamy and yummy from the delicious vanilla that's in there. There is a praline note in here that I think makes that vanilla extra yummy. I love a praline note. To me, this is like Clean Skin Reserve, but more punchy and in your face. I definitely can pick this up better on my skin and clothes. If you don't like the salt note in Clean Skin by Clean Reserve, then definitely give this one a try. And usually this is pretty affordable. I love this fragrance, but absolutely despise the bottle. This is Mod Vanilla by Ariana Grande. I'm gonna do one more and call it quits for this video because I feel it's gonna be way too long, and I will definitely do a part 2 for you guys. One that was a ugh to me in the past and how my nose has changed and grown up that I now love. Juliette Has a Gun Lipstick Fever. This is almost flirty. Honestly, there's something about it that's a bit sexy, but not va-va-voom vixen sexy, kind of understated, like librarian sexy. You know what I mean? This is one that my husband really enjoys. Like, he mentions it often, and he's not one to really mention fragrances, but like when I'm talking fragrance, he'll be like, I really like that raspberry one, and this is what he's talking about. This is meant to smell like makeup, and you do get that vibe in there. It is powdery. It smells like the powderiness you get from makeup. There's violet, I believe, or iris, kind of inviting floral. There's this very yummy juiciness that you get from a really yummy ripe raspberry. almost like raspberry. If you had muddled them for a mixed drink, you've kind of mashed them down and made like a raspberry juicy paste that you're going to use in a cocktail. That's how juicy this is, and I really get that raspberry. This is for the fragrance connoisseur who doesn't want candy sweet, dessert sweet, gourmand sweet. The fruit makes it just sweet enough that I think it's pretty and inviting, but the powder, the wood in here keeps it from getting candy or gourmand. I don't typically reach for a lot of fruity fragrances. I like the smell of them, but I'm just not drawn to wear them. But this one, the raspberry is done so well, and the woodiness in here really makes it unique. This to me could be elevated dress. It could be very casual dress. This to me is a girl who is a little bit edgy. Like I said, it's like sexy librarian. I like this a lot, and when I first got it, I was kind of off-put, kind of like, oh, it's not what I was hoping for. But now that my nose is changing and I'm enjoying things that are not so sickly sweet candy all the time, this is one that I truly love. This with a great pair of jeans, some cute shoes, a white tee, and a red lip. Like I said, so understated yet so sexy. That is Juliette Has a Gun Lipstick Fever. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like this video is super long. I'm definitely gonna do a part 2. I hope you're excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so definitely let me know, what are you reaching for this spring? And if you're excited for part 2, let me know down below, or give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Your support means everything. We've been getting new community members here, which is so exciting. The channel's growing. Love to see it. Love to get to chat with you guys about fragrance. I love finding my crowd, and I feel like on this fragrance journey over here, I am just meeting wonderful people. So definitely leave a comment down below. I love to chat with you guys. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. I'll see you in the next one. Part 2. Bye-bye.